Jay, I was that young, ashy nigga asking girls for hugs. See, now I keep some lotion on me, still can't get in clubs. God damn, I could never catch a motherfucking break. See, I was anti-drugs, now I'm doing drugs. Nigga, wait, I remember growing up on Section 8, moving to the burbs, man, they call me nigga to my face. Sheesh, I ain't do shit cause I was afraid. See, I've been scared of the dark since the 2nd grade. See, I got booed on the stage one time before. I used to steal now and later from the corner store. I stole my mama necklace, gave it to the girl at school quick. Cried when I got home on some what I do shit. Bumpin', yeah, I thought drop out of school quick. Cause I had a PhD and that's the pretty used dick. That's foolish, you know me cause of word of mouth, that's ludicrous. Now you gotta shut your mouth and motherfucking groove to this. Say this, I won't ride the wait. You fuck out my face. I won't ride the wait. You fuck out my face. Wait, I was that little cousin asking, what's that? Can I play? Can I have a piece? Fuck it, I would stay inside all day. A youngin' had them dreams. The first to say the fuck up out my face. If you in my way, I was young and trying to find my place. Now found it. Had a bully try to send me. Go to sleep with stomach sandy. Never break when niggas ban me. Pardon got decline at Wendy's. Damn. Shit hit the fam. Everything you do, we gotta do times 2. You don't understand. Play. Gotta go above and beyond. Yeah, I know you know what I'm saying. I don't get told to smile, I just know to smile when I'm shaking your hand, cause you would be scared of the man. Now you are forbidden from slang. Yeah, you love the culture, but don't say a thing when niggas get slain. Dang, too deep? No, cause shit is real and then I gotta speak on things I know. For sure, I wish my shit could all be fun and games. If that was the case, then I would ride the wave, but I can't, so say, I won't ride the wait. You fuck out my face. I won't ride the wait. You fuck out my face.
Alright, my mic is hype and what I write is very bright and tight and my insight is really fucking smooth. And when I try to fight this life, it might be trite, but fuck, I might not even like this life that I be seeming fucking cool. I'll be that rapping dude, asshole with my passion do. My attributes seem laughable, fuck you, gotta do what you have to do. Let's see what my math will do. Grabbing buckets, adding up, slapping butts, stacking sluts. Adderall, then a dab in blood, slapping plus. I'm cool like that, what you just say, I said I'm cool like that. With this proof you that you cannot adapt to this lifestyle that I have. I am white and I'm mad, but I care like I don't. And I won't be so glad if you just stop me. Put ammo to the wall and call it, but you probably just falling to the arsenal that y'all have probably brought about me. And now I know I seem dumb, but life just amazed me. And this is for my dudes, go crazy for my ladies.
I don't give a fuck right now. Middle finger up to your bitch right now. Talking shit, yeah, you hit right now. This is for my chicks in the whip right now. Screaming, I don't give a fuck right now. Middle finger up to your bitch right now. Talking shit, yeah, you hit right now. This is for my chicks in the whip right now.
Right. You just hear me in your ear, bitch. Get an Airbnb and I'm hanging with an Arabic, teaching how my beard fit. Yeah, I be that weird shit. Experiment, fresh like experiment. I'm spearmint, but I'm dope. Oh no, put a motherfucking.
Are you ready for the kamikaze? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for the kamikaze?
What it do, Jive Turkeys, and welcome back to the Controversity. I'm your host, Elliott-Carter, and this is the live stream. My girlfriend is making her way downtown, walking fast, chasing the gas, and she on down. What's good, Reggie? I see you, boy. Last week I was drinking a lot of Hennessy, and this week we decided we're gonna dim it down a little bit, cause I caught myself slurring a lot in the rewatch, so I'm not gonna take it that far, but I do get excited when I see the super chat, so you know that's not putting anything on you guys, just letting you know I act a damn donkey when I see that super chat. So the topics for tonight on the live stream, we are talking. Hold on, let me get my logo up in there. I worked hard for that brand. Boom, baby. So tonight we're talking the Fresh Prince reboot. Recently Will Smith announced that there's going to be a Fresh Prince reboot for Peacock. We'll talk about that in a second. Talking about these new Mandalorian images for season 2. Those look pretty cool. Borat Part 2. There's gonna be a sequel to Borat. That's one of my favorite movies, like comedy movies of all time. Sasha Cohen Baron is
especially with
king.
everything going on right now.
Oh man, could you imagine Borat at a Trump rally? Holy crap! Holy crap! What's going on, Alex? So we're gonna talk about that for a second, and then of course we want to talk about The Boys season 2. I've seen the first 3 episodes. You've seen bits and pieces of the first one, right?
Borat?
No, we're talking about The Boys.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We'll get back to Borat.
I've seen, bits and pieces. I unfortunately haven't been able to catch up to you.
You've never seen Borat, bro? That is the funniest movie ever. It's about this guy that disguises into some character from a foreign land, a made-up place. I don't think I'm being ignorant. It's a made-up place called I forgot what it's called, but it's supposed to be somewhere in the Middle East, and he comes to America, and I think it's called Kakistan or something. No, Kakistan might be real. Yeah, Kakistan. You know what?
Kazakhstan?
Kazakhstan. You know what? Kazakhstan is a real place. Let me stop being ignorant. Now, because I do remember now that they tried to sue the Borat. They're like, you made our country look bad, F you. So that was a real place. But
all for the jokes, man.
It is so funny, though. It is.
Anything that Sacha Cohen Baron does, though, is hilarious.
Oh, he does a good job just exposing how ignorant America can be. So could you imagine him in our current climate, like with Black Lives Matter and Trump stuff?
I mean, we got a taste of that when he did the stuff, like, what,
Oh,
2
Who Was
years
America?
ago? Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely recommend Who Was America on Showtime. You get to see how he does things. He's an improv king. And then we're going to go into our deep dive where we're going to be talking about our favorite Netflix movies and Netflix shows, which are not just stuff that's on Netflix, but stuff that Netflix produces.
More so the originals.
Their original content. So we're going to dive deep into that. So thank you guys for joining and thinking that us mixed breeds are special enough to listen to. Let's talk about the Fresh Prince reboot, man. Fresh Prince, argumentatively one of the best sitcoms of all time.
Oh, yeah.
Hands down. Never would have thought a rapper
Especially
could hold his
because
own.
no one thought it would be.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, they doubted Will from the beginning because he was just, some rapper. But no. I've learned some of the best life lessons from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
I feel like that was, like, the beauty of sitcoms, too. Like, in general, not just Fresh Prince, but,
for sure.
For a lot of people, it was, like, that was, like, the family they didn't have, or, so they were like, oh, wow. You know?
Absolutely. And so what's crazy, we know that is a comedy. We hear the laugh tracks. Carlton's hilarious. Will's hilarious. Ashley, Hillary, everybody's hilarious. Even Jeffrey, Uncle Phil, black and light skin Aunt Viv, hilarious. Gotta put them both in there. But this one's meant to be like a more dramatic take. So apparently Will saw a fan-made trailer online. And he reached out to the guys.
Have you seen the trailer?
I have. It's really, really good.
Okay, I haven't actually seen it. I did watch the video where he talked to them.
Though, for sure. It's gonna be like DC versus Marvel when it comes to like the tone, but
which is gonna be cool though.
It's gonna dive in more to the psychological stuff of a teenager breaking from a gang life, going into a well living space in Bel-Air. So I can't wait to see that. I love
and in today.
Oh,
and
it's
not going to be set back.
Yeah, it's going to, so apparently, I guess, Will reached out to these people, and they got it pitched to places, and Peacock is going to pick it up for 2 seasons. 2 seasons. They got 2 seasons before the show even got its pilot. So, the power of Will does a great thing.
It's also Peacock.
It's also Peacock.
That was my other thing. He was like, "This never happens." I was like, "Yeah, well, Peacock is brand new and no one is watching anything on Peacock, so of course they're gonna pick it up. Right. Of course they're gonna do it."
But I know Peacock also had the rights to The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air because it's a NBC property. But I can see what you're saying though, because it is a fairly new streaming service.
I don't know a single thing that's on there.
Oh, I don't either.
They need something to get people on their platform.
Alex says Project Power is lit. Okay. Some think the old guard is lit.
I do like the old guard.
Yes, we do. This is an old guard family. Okay.
Project Power wasn't bad.
I'm not getting Peacock. This is almost as much as cable. Dude, all these streaming services are much as cable.
Like HBO, but at least HBO is kind of worth it.
Yeah, no, HBO Max. It's probably the more expensive streaming service, but I think it's better than Disney Plus.
Someone agrees with us.
JJ Smooth, my man. That's what's up. I agree. Project Power was meh. Old Guard was that shit. Okay. But that's for the people to decide, Alex. But I agree with JJ Smooth. Project Power was a little bit rushed. But it's okay if you like it. Which we will be talking. Let's see. The Project Power was good. That's it. Definitely not painful to watch. But I agree with that. It did have its problem. I watched the whole thing, so I wasn't bored. It's not a bad movie. But nah, I prefer the Old Guard. Definitely check out both of them though. But yeah, any other thoughts on Fresh Prince, the reboot? I can't wait to see the version of Carlton. Mm-hmm. Like, are they gonna make him silly? Like,
it didn't look like it to me.
I didn't think so. I mean, the whole thing's gritty, but I want to see how could you
and how they tackle Hillary too, because she didn't seem like she was gonna be really ditzy. Mm-hmm. She's just gonna be really into like social media and like.
Well, if they do like
money,
I could see them kind of putting down Hillary a little bit, like from Euphoria, like those stuck-up girls from like Euphoria, or like I could see Hillary having that type of 2020 vibe, all into social media and caring what people think about him. I would like to see that version of Hillary. Ashley, of course,
definitely a lot more real.
Oh, for sure. But I think I can see every other version of these characters, even Will, except Carlton though. I just can't see another version of Carlton. I don't know why.
He's just gonna be.
It's hard to force that.
You're random black Republican.
Sure.
that's all he's. I mean.
Did you say that Carlton Banks is gonna be all about that All Lives Matter? Carlton Banks wearing a MAGA hat? Don't do that to Carlton, please. I love him. Please don't do that.
Uncle Phil's still gonna toss old boy out the house?
Please.
I don't think they can get rid of that.
Please, we gotta have Jazz being thrown out the house. I mean, if they're gonna make it more gritty, he might push a gun on him or something. Get out my house, Jazz. Something like that. Oh man. All right, next topic. Let's talk about the Mandalorian images. So I'm gonna pull these up right quick. It's the first time doing this on the show. Very quick. So these are the images of the Mandalorian season 2 from. Okay, hold on. That's the magazine. All right, sorry guys. So this is the first images of the Mandalorian season 2. Of course, he looks like he's got a little bit more armor on him. Baby Yoda's still cute. Looking good for 50, girl. Looking good for 50. I don't know if Baby Yoda's a boy or a girl, but girl, you looking good for 50. All right. So I forgot her name, but I know that's the wrestler in real life, or the MMA fighter in real life. I've always thought she's very good looking. Yeah, she's a very good looking girl, and her character is awesome. I loved when Baby Yoda choked her. That was really funny. Next off, we got Grand Moff something. Let's see if anyone in the comments knows who that is. But the Grand Moff guy, the guy that has the Mandalorian's black sword.
Apparently, her name is Gina Carano.
Gina Carano, thank you very much. Yeah, Gina Carano, hubba. She's no Toddy though. But yeah, we got we got Grand Moff. I forgot his name, but I know he's not a good guy.
Yeah.
And of course, Mr. Creed himself.
I like him.
My favorite part of the whole series when he went. Hold on, let me show them what it looked like on the thing. My favorite part was when he went, "Hey, baby, do the thing." That jump was that was my favorite part of that series.
He's a good-looking older man.
He is. He's the same age as Sylvester Stallone. He definitely looks better. And here's Mando riding a speedster, for sure. Gina Carano is a pioneer of women's MMA. Okay, well, yeah. Thanks for the history lesson. I would not know. He could at least dyed the beard too, though.
True.
Facts. But yeah, I don't know much about MMA. I know her and Ronda Rousey, and yeah, they're both pretty chicks that can fight. And here's a shot of the three of them without the child, without Baby Yoda. They look like they about to kick some ass. I really wish they got the small dude. I forgot his name. The I Have Spoken guy.
Oh yeah, he was funny.
That was a very sad death, man. He didn't deserve that. I would have loved to seen him like throughout the whole series. Let's see. Do we got anything else? Okay, so we just got the magazines. Okay, cool. So yeah, what are your first thoughts of these images? Doesn't really show anything different.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. I mean, it looks like stuff I've seen. So
Oh,
I
for
mean,
sure.
I don't know what else to. It doesn't make me excited for it. I was already excited for it.
Oh, for sure.
Seeing the pictures hasn't changed
There's been
anything.
a lot of complaints about where's the trailer? Where's the trailer? Who cares?
You'll eventually get it.
Who
They've been doing
cares?
this a lot recently with everything going on.
I'm looking at these pictures. I'm just remembering season 1. I don't even care. Don't tell me shit about it. I
Yeah.
swear.
I
tell
don't
me
need to
shit
know.
about it.
I trust you.
Exactly.
At this point, you did your.
You
You
did
did
good.
well to begin with, so I'm not gonna sit here and be like, man, they're gonna screw it up now.
I mean,
Nah.
yeah. I mean,
Why?
Disney has its problems when it comes to Star Wars, but I think Mandalorian is in good hands. I'm not worried about it. So don't even show me. Just drop it. Screw it. And So all right. So before we get to our main topic, though, let's talk about The Boys season 2, man. Anybody in the comment section watched the first 3 episodes of The Boys? Let's see. Sorry.
Sorry.
So okay.
I guess
Noise
not.
in there right now.
Or
So
I mean, maybe they just haven't gotten there
we'll
yet.
just talk about it then. All right. So The Boys season
Oh,
2.
yes.
Yes,
Maybe yes.
my man. And I think that's
He's
why
ready.
he's here. Yeah, because he's a big fan. He's gonna actually be doing a live stream. Is it Friday, Reggie? That I'm going to watch out for because I can't wait to hear your thoughts. So The Boys season 2, it dropped 3 episodes, different from last season where they dropped all of them at once. He said he only watched the first 2. Friday at 8. Okay, so check out Reggie's stream Friday 8 at the Silver Site. So Jay Smooth only watched the first 2 episodes. I love the first 2 episodes, but episode 3, oh god, that might be the best out of the 3. So yeah, get on that, brother. But yeah, my thoughts on the first 3 episodes, because she's only seen parts of
The
one.
first one, yeah.
Is yeah, they turned the volume up. The story's about the same. I'm still intrigued. There's a lot of twists and turns. I don't want to throw too many spoilers though, because you haven't
Sorry.
seen it. You haven't seen it yet.
I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, three definitely had me on my edge too. Seriously. I'm thinking this new chick is going to be worse than Homelander. That's my theory after watching or episode 3. The new chick, which is damn, I keep forgetting names. What is the new girl's name?
I don't know.
It's not Starlight. The Boys
No,
Cast
that's the
season
other
2.
I'm working on it.
Sorry,
Calm
guys.
down. Patience.
They probably already told us in the comments. We just can't see it right now. Stormfront, right? Yes, Stormfront. It just came on me. But Stormfront, man, she's a bad motherfucker. Like, seriously, like, she was funny, and I had a weird reading about her because everyone was saying she's supposed to be, like, from the comics, a white supremacist. But I was kind of getting, like, a hardcore feminist vibe the first 2 episodes. But after episode 3, no, she's definitely on that side of evil. She's definitely very right-wing, alt-right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to bash all right-wing people that are conservative, but nah, she makes them people look bad. But nah, she's I think she might be worse than Homelander. Just from a scene I saw. But we dive in a little bit with Homelander, what he's doing with the kid and the wife. We see how the boys are living right now because they're running from the law. They're literally like the America's Most Wanted. We see some of the stuff going on inside of the compound. Like we got what's her name? Like I said, was going to not Stormfront. I keep missing Starlight. Yes, Starlight seems like she's going undercover, giving us playing both sides a little bit. Not playing both sides, but going deep cover to help the boys out. We see a little bit more of the Aquaman person.
The deep.
The deep, yeah. He's a piece of shit, but I do kind of feel sorry for him.
Well,
They write it
maybe he
pretty good.
shouldn't have sexually assaulted her.
It's crazy that there isn't any lesser of 2 evils with Homelander. They're both terrible. Absolutely, no. Don't discredit anything about Homelander being a bad motherfucker. Homelander is a bad son of a bitch. Seriously. But yeah, that I don't know where this is going. I heard in the comics that the boys actually steal some of that Compound V stuff and
Great value Aquaman.
great value Aquaman, facts. So I hear that the boys they steal some of that Compound V and they give themselves powers to fight. But I've also heard they've changed so much up from the comics, so we don't know what's going to happen. I'm looking forward to seeing if there's going to be a weird reveal with Black Noir, because people keep saying that it's a really fucked up twist with him, even though they don't really tell us much about him. So, but
What do you mean? Like, in what way?
Oh man, the internet's going in and out. But they said that the Black Noir has a weird twist in the comics. That's all I know.
Okay.
About who it is, who the person is. But yeah, get on that though, so we can talk about it.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Seriously.
I've been a little busy. You haven't noticed. Little busy.
Yeah, it's still savage. It's still revved up to a 20. Seriously.
Someone spoiled the comic for him.
But hopefully it's different though. From what I'm hearing, Reggie, I'm hearing a lot of things have changed, but I don't know. I'm going into it blind. Somebody asked me, and I was like, I literally don't want to know. I do want to read the comic eventually, but right now I'm not into it right now. So let's do this deep dive of Netflix, man. Let's get to it. So I'll pull it up here though, so we can.
That's fine. I kind of like went through, or I tried to go through, so that way it would
Stuff
be
that
easier.
we've
but
seen. There's so much, yeah. So okay, guys,
I'll just make sure that we don't miss stuff. But you just want to do the best.
Yeah. So the best that we like. We're not gonna go through, of course, all the. So we're gonna go through Netflix original movies and television shows, and we're gonna go through like some of the best gems that's on that platform. I feel like Netflix has always gotten a bad rap for having weird, low budget type movies, but there's some great movies on there. Some
I
great
like a lot of
gems.
their originals, honestly.
I do too. Some of them are better than some of the stuff in the movie theater. I said it. Fuck it. So do we want to start with the movies, or do we want? Okay, so the movies. Okay, do we want to read off your list or?
We can read off of there, and I'll just make sure we don't miss anything.
All right, and please in the comments, let us know your favorite Netflix original series or movies. So, all right, here we go. We're gonna start. Apparently, it started in 2015 with their original content, and we're doing films right now. First one I've ever seen was The Ridiculous Six, which was ridiculous. It was one of the dumbest movies I've ever seen in my life. I do not recommend it, and may God have mercy on Adam Sandler and his crew's soul. So fucking dumb, so dumb. And they were trying to like ride that wave of like the Hateful Eight, but it just didn't work. Just didn't work. We good?
Yeah, I was trying to.
Netflix originals hit. That's facts. All right, so let's go. I've seen Pee-wee's Big Holiday. It was a good comeback to, of course, the original series and the movies. Did we see Rebirth?
I don't think so.
Okay, so that one I thought it looked dope.
I watched Tallulah.
Tallulah, okay.
Which was Ellen Page, and she ended up like taking this baby from its mom. Well, I don't want to make it sound like she kidnapped it, but she technically did because it's not her kid. But the mom was just like a terrible mom and just irresponsible, and so she was like taking care of it. And it was just about like the process of taking care of a child that didn't belong to her, and it was like a comedy. Mm-hmm. It was pretty good.
Dope. What's he got right here? OINTB is the number one, the first Netflix.
What is it?
Oh shit, we forgot Beast of No Nation. How could we forget that one? And he said, okay, I don't know what is those abbreviations?
I don't know what that means. Okay. Honestly. Maybe he'll tell us.
Maybe he'll tell us. Okay, so we forgot Beast of No Nation. Holy crap, that was a very good movie.
It was a really good movie.
That one. Okay, so it kind of had that Blood Diamond vibe where the people ride through the neighborhoods.
Oh, Orange is the New Black. We haven't watched that.
Okay, so that's a television show. That's a television show.
Yeah.
So what's up, DD Cool? What's happening, brother or sister? So Beast of No Nations was.
It was really good.
It was really, really good. Made me really sad because it had this Blood Diamond vibe where they were going in Africa, going through villages, murdering, slaughtering, massacring people in the villages, and
they were having kids do it.
And having kids, like training kids, brainwashing them to do it. Very fucked up situation, man.
Terrible.
But yeah, I can't believe that one didn't hit my radar. Holy crap. That was a really good movie, Beast of No Nation. Let's keep going. You said Tallulah. But yeah, Reggie, we'll get to the original television shows soon. But yeah,
we're gonna go through all of it.
go through it. We're just skipping through the ones that we've actually seen. Let me know if I'm missing any right here.
I didn't even realize that the Barry movie was a Netflix movie. The one
Yes.
about Barack. I didn't realize that. I didn't actually watch it, but
I've not watched that either, but I do want to.
yeah.
Okay, so iBoy is one I saw. iBoy was about a guy that gets beat up and like somehow his cell phone reception gets merged in with his head.
We're talking about the best Netflix original movies at the moment.
Yes,
That's
yes.
what
We're
we're
having the original Netflix conversation about television shows and movies. So right now we're just doing movies. So let us know in the comments what's your favorite Netflix original movie. Remember, not just a movie on Netflix, but it has to be like produced and published by Netflix. But iBoy was dope from what I remember. It's very forgettable though. It's not really much of a rewatch. But it was about a kid that like merged his cell phone in his mind, and he got to control electronics with his mind. It was like Cyborg.
I did not watch that.
It was weird. It was entertaining, but I wouldn't rewatch it. I don't feel at home anymore. That was like an indie type of movie about this lady that just wanted justice for people breaking in her house, but she was like this low blue collar lady that just.
It was kind of weird, but it was
very
good.
weird.
I mean, it was enjoyable.
Yeah, for sure. All right, what we got next? Oh, nice. I always wanted to watch My Canyon Guys. Ma Canoe. Is that a movie?
No, he's. Ma, can you explain?
Oh, okay.
Netflix.
Oh,
Is
Ma.
that the new one with or the newer one? I don't even know what that is.
Rent Ma. Oh, Ma.
This? Was
Okay.
that Netflix?
No, that went to the movie theater. Talking about Ma with that crazy substitute or that crazy lady that
She was the teacher.
partying with the teachers. But I liked Ma though. Ma was I think Ma was like a thriller that came out last year. I expected more from it though, but
Yeah, I
was
was a little disappointed. I felt like it was kind of generic.
for sure. All right, let's move on. So we talked about what's on your list. I know you were going like
I was going downhill
downhill.
based off of that list. I just don't know where you're at.
So we're like in 2017ish right now. The Incredible Jessica James. Comedy.
That one, hilarious. I watched that one a couple times back to back because I loved it.
So I know The Incredible Jessica James. It was a chick from The Daily Show, and then she ended up having a comedy on Netflix. I definitely recommend that. The Incredible Jessica James. Gerald's Game, which is a horror thriller that is a Stephen King adaptation, and that one's fucking crazy.
Yeah, it made us decide.
Octavia Spencer, yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
Sorry I was late on that one.
I think that completely killed ever being tied to a bed.
Oh, yes. So this movie is about these old couples trying to spice things up in the bedroom, and the girl handcuff to the bed, and then when they're about to get freaky, the guy has a heart attack. And
On top of her.
On top of her. So she's stuck on the bed.
Yeah,
And it turns into
with dead weight.
With dead weight, yeah, and it turns into some Saw shit. So it's all
Pretty crazy.
It is fucked up.
Before we skip it, To the Bone, which had Lily Collins in it, was very good. It was about this girl that had anorexia, and she was put into like a program to help her like deal with that, and that was really, really good. You didn't watch it with me because it was a little more on the graphic side, and I think that's why you chose not to watch it, just with like how like serious it was and how like real, like this is stuff that people really do deal with. But I felt like it was a relatively good depiction, and I liked it.
Okay. Let's move on to The Babysitter, which was a very stupid, funny movie. I liked it though, but it was about this kid that's like in high school that still had a babysitter, and turns out the babysitter was like a devil worshiper and brought all her friends over to do a sacrifice. It's so weird and over the top,
But it's
actually
good.
a pretty good movie, to the point that they have a sequel coming out this year, I believe.
Yeah.
But yeah, check out The Babysitter. The premise makes no damn sense, but it actually works. It's very, very funny. What we got now? I think next we talk about Bright, which I heard Bright is one of the first high budget Netflix movies with like theater quality. I love The Babysitter. I did too, brother. But yeah, Bright was one of the first movies we've seen from Will Smith in a while at that time, and he played a cop in this world with fairy tales that were like meshed in with our reality, and I liked it. It got bad reviews, but I liked it, and I've always wanted to see a sequel. But I liked the world that they built around it. It was like Game of Thrones and Harry Potter meets I don't know, Straight Outta Compton. It was so weird, but I liked it. And I'm not really into like Dungeons and Dragons stuff, but the fact that they like.
But it didn't have that vibe.
It didn't.
I feel like when you say Dungeons and Dragons, it has more of like a connotation of like.
You think ogres though? You think dragons?
Game of Thrones, and like that
and magic
style stuff. Yeah.
It wasn't unexpected.
Like
I did not like Bright. Very weak. Okay, so yeah, that's the popular opinion. A lot of people didn't like Bright, but I thought it was okay. I think with a better writer. Because I see the potential with it. Yeah. I think with a better writer, it actually would be okay. But I understand it's like.
It's not the best movie.
It's not the best movie. No, I can understand that. You know, but it did make Will Smith come back out. Let's see here. When we first
we watched that one.
Yeah. So when we first
that was
met,
funny.
Was it's kind of like a Groundhog's Day type of comedy. So I thought that one was decent. So what is that dude's name? Adam Devine, I think his name is.
Yeah.
Adam Devine, okay, he has a Netflix stand-up. It's pretty funny. Adam Devine is a very funny little white boy. So check out When We First Met. I thought that one was really, really good. Did not like Bright. Okay, I already read that one. Okay, cool. Let's keep going. Roxanne was a biopic about the real Roxanne, which was this girl that was making diss tracks back in the early 90s and putting a lot of pressure on Main Street rappers. But yeah, it's kind of her biopic about her story of how she came up as a rapper. Definitely recommend that one. Which one's next on? How often do you guys do live streams? We do live streams every Tuesday. We just started doing this. This is the 3rd episode. But glad you can make it, DD Cool Kid. Master God. Right on, sir.
Well, you read it.
But yeah, so what are we at now? What do you have one on your list that's more reachable?
I don't think I saw any of these.
We're getting closer to the end of the Netflix original movies that we've actually liked. And if you guys if we've missed any Netflix original movies, let us know in the comments. But we're just reading what we've actually seen. Let's see. Did you see the setup?
Set It Up?
Or Set It Up?
No.
Okay. Let's see here. Not seen that. I have seen Extinction. Was that the same thing? No, I've not seen Extinction. Sorry. Let's see here. Set It Up was good.
And Sense8.
Sense8. What is Sense8 about?
Is that a movie or? I've heard of it, but I don't know anything about it. Oh, is that they have like? I don't know. I was about to talk, but then I'm like, I don't really know what I'm talking about. So.
Still looking. 2018 was not a good year, but Cam
was good.
Cam was about it was about a cam girl that got her identity taken by an algorithm and machine, and it took over her sex cam site. So she was unable to get back to make money, and the computer, which is kind of the scary thing about these face swap things, was pretty much making all this money off of her, and she just had to find a way to get her identity back. It's a very interesting premise, actually. What's going on, Nate? Extraction. Did you see Extraction? I don't think I saw that.
I don't
one.
really watch a whole lot of the action ones off of Netflix.
Project Power. Honest. Project Power is one we talked about earlier. I like Project Power. I was just more of a fan of the Old Guard. Let's see here. 5-Star Christmas. Roma. Oh, I heard did really well. Where you at?
Mowgli, right above it, was actually pretty good.
Okay, so
their version of the Jungle Book.
I was hesitant with this one because I
liked it.
I like Disney's Jungle Book, but Mowgli was pretty good
it's not going to compare to Disney's live-action Jungle Book.
Ooh, he just dropped a huge gem on us. What happened to Monday?
But it's not actually like they released it over in Europe,
so it wasn't
theatrically, and then Netflix picked it up and released it here. That's because I looked at that too. I love What Happened to Monday. I watched it, and then I made him watch it, and then I made my mom watch it.
What Happened to Monday
was amazing.
Is like a perfect take your brain out and eat popcorn movie, in my opinion. It's I love the premise. Happily Never After. I heard good things about the platform. It's actually on my watch later list. Bird Box. Bird Box is a stupid premise movie that actually works.
Yeah, I mean, it did
Invisible
something.
monsters. It's like that movie The Mist that actually did better than The Mist though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Mist was.
I like Bird Box.
Bird Box, I think, was a better premise, honestly, which is weird to say, but then The Mist.
The Silence is similar to Bird Box. Okay. Happily Never After. What was that one about? Because that sounds really, really fun.
It's a newer one with what's that girl's name? Sama.
But you guys,
Sama Lathan. I don't know how you say her name.
do you guys remember the Bird Box challenge where people were blindfolding themselves and walking through traffic? Bunch of idiots. That was the first time we saw like.
This girl.
Oh yeah. Okay,
It
I
just
know who
came
that
out.
is.
Or no, it didn't.
It came out in 2018. I know who that is.
Yeah.
I've not seen it though.
Yeah, I've
But-
seen they've been like recently advertising it. Sana Lathan. I don't know if
Sana
I'm saying it
Lathan.
properly.
We
though.
we remix him, chop and screw.
I know who she is though.
But I love the Bird Box, man, and I don't think I want to see a sequel because I thought it ended pretty well.
No, I don't need to say more of that.
But it was a good premise. I thought everybody came to work on that one.
Polar was good. You still haven't watched that. I would
I've
like you to
not.
watch it. It was like this guy that he's like an agent basically, and he like wanted to retire, but they were like, nah, we're not gonna let you do that. And so he kind of had to like fight them to be able to get out of it. But it was just it kind of makes me think of what's that movie? The Chris Evans movie that we like. What happens when the train stops?
Snowpiercer?
It has that type of vibe to it, and
Snowpiercer's
like that
dope.
kind of weird psychological stuff going on in the background.
Okay.
So that I think is one reason why I really like that.
Code
movie.
8. I've not heard of that.
I haven't heard
one.
of that one either.
What is that about? Let's look that one up. I'm already liking it. Just by the name. Code 8. While she's looking that up, I'm going to keep going down the list. We're almost done with I saw Triple Frontier. That was like a mission movie with Ben Affleck. I liked it. It kind of reminded me of the Italian Job a little bit, but of course Italian Job's a way better movie. So the internet's going a little slow on on her end. But hopefully we're still streaming.
Hopefully
we are. Let's get Sam. No. See You Yesterday I did not like. A lot of people loved it. I thought it was kind of stupid. I'm a sucker for time travel movies, but I just did not. You want to check your phone, make sure, see
No,
if
it
it's
says disconnected.
okay. But check your phone though, because your internet seems like it's going slow.
I know. That's what I just said. It says the chat is disconnected.
On your computer, check your phone. Do you guys watch anime? I only watch Dragon Ball Z. I ain't gonna lie to you. Dragon Ball Z is my favorite, and I've tried.
I mean, we watched
Afro Samurai.
Afro Samurai.
I like Afro Samurai.
And I guess, well, no, I was gonna say Kiba, but that's not technically anime.
And we're almost done with the movie list. I'm gonna keep going.
Oh, Beats.
Beats. Oh, Beats
Beats
was
was
about
good.
that kid that was in Chicago making beats, and of course he had a satellite. He was a product of his own environment in Chicago, dealing with gang stuff. But he was making his way out of the hood. I think it's a really good movie. But yeah, as a beat maker, I've not seen Tall Girl, but I've heard good things. And we are almost wrapping up the TV show portion. So everything's still. Dragon Ball Z is the OG for me. Who is your favorite Dragon Ball Z character, by the way? I like Future Trunks. I think the Android in the Cell Saga is still the best. Did not see Six Underground, but people like that one. So
Klaus was good. That was like a
this is-
Christmas movie about like Santa Claus.
Confession: I do not like Anthony Anderson. Ooh. You know what? He's not my favorite either. I like him. I don't hate him though, but he can be corny at times. I did like him in Barbershop. I thought Kangaroo Jack was kind of corny, but I've never really watched Blackish. My mom loves that show, but I don't know. But what were you saying about Klaus?
Klaus was an animated like kids Christmas movie that they came out with recently that was really, really good. I loved it actually, and I'm really picky when it comes to like animated movies. But I loved that movie. Go back up, please.
Marriage Story.
Marriage Story.
Marriage Story deserved every Oscar or nominee it got. Seriously, Very good acting from Adam Driver and Scarlett Johansson.
He's so loud.
He is though. Hey, I'm Anthony Anderson. Here's my gap in my tooth. Thanks, Anthony. Now shut the fuck up.
I said Train to Busan.
Trains to Busan.
I've heard of
Train to
that.
Busan?
I
Is
haven't
that-
watched it.
Is that a Netflix movie?
I don't know.
I've never heard of that.
I've heard of it.
And let's wrap up the movie spark by talking about what came out this year, which the movies we saw was Horse Girl. I thought that was an interesting psychological drama. It's kind of a slow burn, but I liked it. Let's see here. A lot of stuff dropped this year because, of course, probably COVID giving us content. Coffee and Kareem. It's a movie with Ed Helms and this little funny boy. It's okay, but I laughed a lot. But the premise is just stupid. It tries to be a buddy cop movie, but it feels low budget.
Mm-hmm.
But Ed Helms was pretty funny in that movie, and the little boy. Let's see here. Extraction, a lot of people liked. I did not finish that one. Let's see. The Five Bloods, a lot of people liked. I did not finish that one or start that one.
Yeah, that one's on our list. Oh, and All Day and a Night is also on our list.
That's right.
And then I have.
Project. Okay, so we're getting to what we've seen.
Did you say anything about Unicorn Store?
The Unicorn Store is a good one. That's with Brie Larson. I liked it. A lot of people don't like Brie Larson. I have nothing against her. I love her, and thought that was a good movie. The Old Guard might be my favorite original movie from this year. Check out Old Guard. And Project Power. Project Power is pretty dope. Still gonna go with Old Guard over that. What do you say about Coffee and Cream?
He said he couldn't get into it.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, it was kind of corny, but I thought it was kind of funny.
At the moment we're talking about their
Just movies.
originals. Their originals.
The original movies. That's what we're talking about. And then we're gonna be going into the original shows in a second, but just not on Netflix, but like the original content that they produce. But yeah, I think that's.
You skipped. Extremely Wicked, Shockingly Evil, and Vile.
And in Tall Grass. I did miss that.
Which was the Ted Bundy movie
The
with
Ted
Zac
Bundy movie was
Efron.
good, yes.
Like
Zac
when
Efron can act.
he killed that role. Like when it showed at the end of the movie, it showed like footage of Ted Bundy, and I was like, oh my god! Like
He turned into him.
He was dead on. Like
Facts.
he killed it.
Facts. No, Ted. Yeah, he killed that shit.
Yeah,
Real talk.
I was like, wow, he really is just Ted Bundy, right? Like,
What else did we miss? I saw that we saw. There's this movie called Tall Grass
In the Tall
In the Tall
Grass.
Grass. It's a psychological thriller where people get stuck in like this cornfield or grassy field, but it, like the subject of time doesn't work
the same
yeah. When you're in the grass and outside of the world. So just keep that in mind when you watch it. It's a very good psychological thriller and kind of sci-fi as well.
I don't know if you watched this one, but I watched this one and liked it. In the Shadow of the Moon.
No, I don't remember that one.
Which was like a sci-fi. It was I don't know. It's kind of difficult to explain, but I really enjoyed it.
And we didn't
quite
talk
a
about
bit.
The Perfection. I like that one.
Perfection was dope.
Perfection's about violin players that have a messed up past, and they're trying, and they do some messed up things to try to correct the things that happened in their past. I can't say too much about that because it's one of those twists that you don't want to miss. Sorry, I don't get into a lot about Netflix movies. I understand. I mean, a lot of people have a bad stigma about them, but I think that they're great.
And I think you really have to do kind of some digging to find like the really, really good ones.
Because they
just don't advertise well.
They
so
don't
like
advertise
you don't
really
know.
well.
You have to. It's kind of like YouTube. You kind of gotta fall
Perfection
into the
was
hole
crazy, absolutely.
a little bit.
No, I remember when the Old Guard came out. I didn't see much advertising.
I didn't think
for
I
it.
was gonna like it. I watched the trailer and I was like, nah.
Yeah,
good.
for sure. All right, let's get into Netflix original TV shows. So this is.
I haven't gotten to make a list for this, so you're gonna have to slow
read
down.
off these. So everybody, let us know. Of course, we're gonna know Stranger Things is obviously gonna be on there. Umbrella Academy. A lot of people like Orange is the New Black. Let us know in the comments. I keep calling it comics. Let us know what you guys think. What is your favorite original TV shows on Netflix?
Yeah, the ending was crazy.
The ending was crazy as shit.
Yeah.
He's talking
Insane.
about
The Perfection, yeah.
I do recommend The Perfection. Okay, so I've not seen House of Cards. A lot of people love it, by the way. Orange is the New Black. I do want to get into that.
I've heard a lot of people love it. I just haven't watched it. Oh, and Sense8 that he was talking about is a show. Okay, that's what I thought.
Okay,
but
Sense8's a show. Okay.
I haven't actually. I don't know much about it though.
And I hear good things about Narcos. Recommend that to me. A lot of people love Daredevil. I watched season 1 of Daredevil, and I heard season 2 is better, but I just at that time in my life I just was too busy to continue watching it, and I just lost track. Lost track a little bit of that. Let's go down a little bit more. Narcos is the one people like. All those. Let's just talk about the Marvel Netflix shows in general. I liked the beginning of Luke Cage season 1 and 2, but I thought both of their endings was trash. Jessica Jones is okay. I just didn't get really much into the other ones. Altered Carbon season 1, he's pushing that one on me because
I've heard it looks like it's really good.
It's got some of the elements of my book. That's why he keeps telling me to check it out, which it is on my watch later list, and I have to check it out because when he read the script for the book I'm writing, he said I definitely need to check that out. So I'm gonna have to check that out. Black Lightning. So Black Lightning is actually a Warner Brothers show from the CW. I love Black Lightning though. That's where I did watch it. Was Netflix, but we're talking about Netflix original television show. But Black Lightning is the shit. I love Black Lightning. I need to catch up with the newer season. But season 1 was fucking amazing.
It's canceled. He said.
It's canceled. Son of a bitch! Damn it! I'm gonna cry. Can't. Why would you do that, man? Let's just go on, man. You saw the Get Down, right?
Into the Night. I saw some of it. What I saw, I liked. I haven't finished it though.
Okay. So Get Down. I know it's like a show about dancers from like the 80s.
Maybe the 70s. I started watching it back when it came out, so it's been a while since I touched onto that. But
I saw The Defenders. I thought it was trash. A lot of people say Ozark is great, so that's also on my. So you like this show? 13 Reasons Why. Personal reasons.
I think when I was younger, it was. I mean, and it's also a book. It's also a book that was very, very popular when I was in school. So that's a whole nother like connection to it, I guess. But yeah, when it came out, I was like, okay, like I definitely like want to watch this to give it a chance. And then once I started watching it, I was like, okay, well, I want to finish it to know what happens at the end.
Right.
I guess so. Like I kept watching it, even though I was like, I don't know how I felt about this or why the ways that they went about some of.
They got 4 seasons
of stuff.
This. Bye guys. Hey, DD, cool. Thank you for coming through, man. We do this every Tuesday, and we'll have a different subject next week. Thank you for coming through, brother.
Oh, Altered Carbon is canceled.
Yeah. Altered Carbon is canceled. So I didn't think Black Lightning was canceled. I didn't hear about that, but no, I did hear about Altered Carbon being canceled. But I do want to see the first 2 seasons though. I heard good things about them.
Yeah, I don't know. I think 13 Reasons Why though is just definitely more so for kind of your teen.
Yeah, and I'm not. You know, I like teen stuff.
Yeah.
But
yeah, no, and I think especially like kind of like younger adults, and I think it's also good for like older adults, like parents and stuff, to watch with their teenagers to kind of get like an understanding of some of the things that like kids are dealing with today that they might not really recognize or like know how to talk with them about it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a way to open up dialogues, I think.
There's a lot of layers. I mean, I see you watching all the time, but there's a lot of layers of why I don't even know if it's good or bad. It's just like the subject matter just makes me uncomfortable, and being a father, watching that kind of stuff kind of puts me in a weird place. But I get it. It might be good for me to, dive into that. But right now, I'd rather just, when I watch stuff on Netflix, I want to get away from reality. That one puts me too much in reality, I guess.
Yeah, no, it's not necessarily an easy watch, and they do tell you that like from the beginning, like this is not necessarily the easiest content. Like if you don't think that you can handle this, please do not watch this. Here are resources if you're dealing with XYZ. Like they're very much so trying to push like talking about things and opening up about stuff that you're going through. So
Punisher, I saw a little bit of first season. I like what I saw. I think he's a perfect Punisher. I would love to see him in the actual MCU. We don't know if that's going to happen because the Marvel shows are not canon to the MCU, but I did like what I saw. Let's keep going. My mom and Isaiah like Lost in Space. I have not watched that one. Wasn't really a fan of the original show. Let's see here. Keep going down. The Umbrella Academy. That's my shit. Toddy didn't like it at first, but I think I won her over when we did the rewatch, and she definitely liked season 2.
Yeah, I was not a fan at first.
But no,
yeah, I'm like, okay, it's cool now.
I love the fact that these like Amazon and Netflix are giving these underground comics, these indie comics, a chance for people to love, because in a world where we just like DC and Marvel, there's a lot of great content that a lot of people don't get recognized, and it's definitely opened my mind to see, hey, what else is going on in the indie world. So I love Umbrella Academy. I love The Boys. I liked Watchmen. I liked Watchmen a lot.
Yeah. There was one like up there, but it's called 7 Seconds, which is about like where this.
I said watch the space real quick. My mom and Isaiah like that. Sorry, go ahead.
Where this black teenage boy ends up getting killed.
What was it called?
7 Seconds.
7
right
seconds?
there.
Okay, I
at the
see
top. He ends up getting killed, and then like it turns into, you start to realize that it's like a cover up that the police officers are like trying to kind of get away with, and like in real world situations,
right?
Where they're trying to kind of weasel their way out of what really happened, and so it's a pretty good one.
Okay, interesting. I don't see this on this list, but I know that so it started off not a Netflix show because it was a BBC show, and then Netflix bought the property. But
what show?
Black Mirror, one of my favorite shows of all time. It is now a property of Netflix. They produce the content now, but it wasn't originally a Netflix show, so I can see why it's not on the list right now. But I think after season 3, Netflix acquired it, and they're on season 5, which I did not like season 5 at all. But if you have the chance, drop everything you're doing and watch Black Mirror's seasons 1 through 4. One of the best shows. It's like the Twilight Zone, but like with more technology stuff.
Yeah.
And it's very good. It's probably the best show ever.
And the cool thing about it is that like you can watch whatever you want in like whatever order that you want. There is no I mean they're interconnected because they're in the same universe.
You'll see
so
Easter eggs.
You'll see things that you're like, oh, I remember that from that episode.
Yeah.
Or maybe you'll go back and watch it after you've seen a different episode and be like, oh, wow, I didn't even realize that was, a little nod to a different episode. But
she's right. You don't have to follow.
You don't have to follow.
Order.
You could start at season 3 and go back and watch the first episode of season 1. Do not let the first episode deter you from watching Black Mirror. Do not let it stop you. I think it stops a lot of people. Don't let it stop you, please. Watch a different episode first.
First episode is over the top. Episode 1, season 1, you're probably gonna watch it and be like, "What the fuck is this?"
Don't let it stop.
But
you. None of them are like that.
But it's not. Don't let that be like your mindset of this is what this show is gonna be.
It's not. None of the episodes are anything like that at all.
It's a weird choice for a first episode.
Yes,
I will say that.
I think they might have screwed themselves over a little bit with making that the first episode.
That did throw a lot of people off, but. It's still not a bad show. It's probably one of my favorite shows of all time.
It stopped me at first. Exactly. That's why I said. That's
so
why I
he
always
knows what we talking about. Wink,
that's
wink.
why I always tell
wink,
people.
Wink, nudge, nudge.
Just skip the first episode.
Don't
go back
even
to
watch
it later.
that
Just go back to it later.
Then you'll go back to it later. Like, what the hell were they talking about? Oh.
Ratchet. I want to watch that. That looks like it's gonna be so cool.
Okay.
It's about this nurse that's working in like a mental institute in like the 60s or 50s or something, and she just kind of like goes crazy and starts like doing all types of crazy shit to people.
Right.
That are in there, and it looks like it's gonna be really cool. Like it's one of the ladies from what's it called? What's that horror show that we tried to watch that we didn't end up liking that everybody else likes?
Oh, American
that show.
Horror Story.
She's in one of those seasons.
Everybody loves that show. I'm just
and
like, what the fuck?
Yeah, she looks like she's gonna kill it. Like it looks like it's gonna be really cool.
Okay. All right, going down this list because we don't watch a lot of the comedies.
Oh, dope.
What do you say?
His friend just interviewed Sarah Paulson for that.
Oh, dope. Cool. Is it the girl that you put me on? Because I follow her. I'm subscribed to her. Forgot her name though. Let's see here. So when it comes to the television, like hey, we got Jeremy in the house. Jeremy, we are talking about our favorite Netflix original programs right now. You like Atypical?
Oh,
that's
one of my favorite shows probably like ever. I love that show. It's so good.
Right.
It follows like a family that has a son that has autism,
Mm-hmm.
and just like the daily struggles of having someone like that's kind of like more on the severe side of the spectrum.
I like how brutally honest this kid is. That's what
He's
makes it kind of
I love his character. He really got into that character and really did him well. And it's not even just like about him, it's about, you know, it focuses on like his whole family. So different things that his whole family is going through in just, you know, a normal American life. So it's really cool.
If you're a fan of Michael Rappaport, you know, he's on that show too. He's a very funny guy.
Mm-hmm.
But thank you for coming through, brother. Seriously. Atypical, yes.
Know.
Yeah. That's her shit.
I love that show.
Let's see. Let's keep it going. Of course, we said Stranger. Did we say Stranger Things?
Yeah, at the
I think
beginning.
it was at the top. Yeah,
you said all the big ones.
So Stranger Things, Black Mirror, and Umbrella Academy are probably my 3 favorite shows on Netflix. Like
you
those...
said American Vandal. I don't know anything about that.
I've never heard of it.
It's right there.
Where is it?
Up at the top, unless you scroll down.
Right there, I see it. Oh, it's
That's
a mockumentary. Oh, I'm actually into mockumentaries. It's kind of like Borat. I have to check that out. Teen drama. Okay. You've watched that? Okay. He says good. I like mockumentaries, so I might have to actually check that one out. Put that on my list. Let's see here. Sex Education. I've not watched that. We're getting toward the end of our TV show list.
Yeah, we haven't watched nearly as
I'm
many.
not okay with this. Let's vent real quick because I got the news actually from Reggie when he reported it. I was not happy when I heard that I'm not okay with this was canceled. For
Is
season
it?
2. It's canceled.
You didn't tell me that.
I heard it the other day.
No.
Reggie on his Facebook.
That makes me so sad because the way they ended it.
First of all, it was a very good show. It had a Stranger Things vibe, a little bit of an It vibe,
and
but
the
it
actors
also,
are so good. It had
they're great.
two of the actors from It in it.
Kind of reminded me a little bit of X-Men. I mean, it was a very, very good show.
It was.
And
the
it ended,
character
like, in
development was
suspense.
great. I loved the characters.
I'll send you. But
Dang.
listen, we need to start a petition to get like a second season of that. I mean, I know it didn't like get the jumps because Netflix, like we said, is not
That
good at promotion.
sucks.
But this show needed a season 2.
I don't see how.
It was only like 7
understand,
episodes.
yeah, I don't understand how it didn't like take off really in the same way that, you know, some of these other shows have taken off because it was so similar.
Because it's all about promotion. Netflix didn't promote this. I didn't know nothing about this show until like we came across that randomly. So like that's how Netflix like hits themselves in the foot. They like throw out a lot of content. If it sticks, like Umbrella Academy, like Stranger Things, they'll keep it going. They're gonna fund those shows, but the ones that don't stick, all right, throw them away.
It's just so sad. I feel like they really just need to believe in the stuff that they know is a good premise and just power through it.
Hey, but I'm all about like campaigning for that one to become like
because we didn't get to see and understand more about like her powers and stuff.
Yeah, that's why that ending was just like so suspenseful. Like, all right, I can't wait to see that. But you know,
that makes me so
now.
sad. I feel responsible for getting it canceled.
Yeah, you know what? I do too.
It's
like
all your fault.
I really didn't promote it as much too because I just thought people would like with me Cobra Kai. I just got on Cobra Kai. Apparently, it's been a thing since 2007 or 18. So
yeah, I didn't even know it was a thing.
It's starting to get momentum in 2020. That's so weird. It started in 2018, but you know that's Netflix for you. I think we're getting to the animation part. Yeah, it was so good. I definitely agree. I'm not a big fan. I've not seen BoJack Horseman, but everybody says it's funny. I've seen F is for Family. Hilarious. It's what's his name? Who's that comedian I like?
There's a lot of them, not specific enough.
White boy, Chappelle Show. Always angry, always mad.
Neil Brennan.
No, it's
no.
not Neil Brennan. He was a redhead, now he's bald. Okay, I'll just get this.
Oh, the angry one. The one that
Bill
I don't
Burr.
like.
Bill Burr. You don't like Bill Burr?
You know I don't like Bill Burr because he's angry all the time.
Funny as shit. But this is Bill Burr's show. F is for Family. Bill Burr is funny as shit. If you ever have the chance, check his stand-up out.
He's okay, I guess.
Big Mouth.
Big Mouth. I love Big Mouth.
You like
Big
that
Mouth
show.
is funny.
Death. Ooh, Love, Death, and Robots.
That was really good.
So Love, Death, and Robots is kind of like a animated version of Black Mirror.
Yeah.
So if anyone's seen Black Mirror, they know the vibe of that. So Love, Death, and Robots, they have not gotten a second. It says it has been renewed though.
Oh, that's cool.
So,
but I mean, it kind of did. I mean, I would not have been upset if they didn't renew it because of the way it's set up, and there was so many
seems
episodes.
Like a good one-off. It's a good
It says
one-off.
there's 18 episodes.
Yeah.
There was 18 episodes, and they were all separate. Like,
I totally forgot about Love, Death, and Robots.
We talked about it.
Again, Netflix with the promotion sucks. Love, Death, and Robots. You know how I found out about this show? I was at a bar, and someone said, "Oh, look at that scene," and I saw something crazy, and I was like, "What the hell is this?"
Yeah, I remember you coming home and being like, "Oh, we gotta watch this."
And he's like, "Oh, this is Love, Death, and Robots. It's on Netflix." I was like, "This has not hit my radar at all." This was last year though, but Love, Death, and Robots is a very good show.
Your son would enjoy the Dragon Princess from the creators of Avatar: The Last Airbender. And
I think he's actually.
He might already.
I think he's
be watching it.
He's,
I don't know.
Him and my mom were watching that this weekend, I believe. All right, kids and family cartoons. We're probably gonna skip through a lot of these because we're
we don't
grown
watch
men and women.
Grown men.
I'm
a grown man.
I did like which we will talk about that in a second. Troll Hunters.
Yeah.
I remember one day my son. It was what year? What did Troll Hunters come out?
A few years ago.
2016. So one day, 2016, my son was about 4 at that time. I just put something on for him, and I was laying down. It was really early in the morning. I just picked something random as hell, and it started going on from episode 1. I was like, "This is actually a dope show," and me and him binge watched the whole series. Like,
and your
week.
mom
and my mom. We all. This is before I moved out of the house. I was with my mother, but we all were like glued to that show. It was like that was another accident. I didn't hear no promotion for it at all. I literally just clicked the first thing on Netflix.
And now they have
they have
another
spin-off
one.
shows,
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I forgot. It's something of Arcadia is Tales from Arcadia is the spin-off show. Let's see. Let's keep going. Because there's one that we just started. Kipo. Kipo was a show that just started, I think, last year. I think that's going to be toward the end, though.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about Kipo right now. Kipo is a cartoon that's an original Netflix show that it's got like a dystopian future vibe with Wizard of Oz, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, they're kind of like going through and discovering all these different things like along the way as they're trying to get to their final destination.
He didn't like Kipo.
It?
I love Kipo.
We haven't finished it.
We're not done with season 2.
We're in the beginning of season 2.
I love the music in it. Yeah, I like the characters.
I like the
music's
characters.
Dope.
Yeah.
The frog dude's
It was
hilarious.
fun. It was pretty unique. I felt like they kind of put a new spin on.
I will say this though, I'm not done with season 2, but I do like season 1 better. I'm gonna say
We've only watched like 2 episodes. You can't. I don't. How can you say you like it if we haven't finished? We haven't even.
We watched 2
we haven't
episodes.
How have you finished it?
I just said I didn't finish it, but I have watched more than 2 episodes. I was at my mom's. We were watching it. But
Are you watching it with your mom?
I'm not done with the show. But yeah, season 1's a little bit better. I'm not done with season 2 though. You got to catch up with me, but I like it.
Yeah.
I didn't finish it, man.
Get on to him.
All right.
He's messing up over here.
I am.
He knows I love Kipo. Messing up.
The betrayal.
Exactly.
All right. Let's keep it going.
Betrayal is real.
That we're pretty much like we said, we're grown. We don't watch a lot of that.
That's the one. Wizards Tales of Arcadia.
Wizards Tales of Arcadia. Yeah, that's the spinoff. Which I've not watched it, but my mom and Isaiah like it. We don't watch a lot of anime. I don't have anything against it though. I do like the styles of anime. We just so much content to do. And I think that's about it. This is of course foreign stuff. What was that one foreign show that you got me on that was about the girl that can change bodies with people? Only had 1 series.
Oh, it was like Norwegian or something.
I'm dead. Yeah, there was a Norwegian show that we liked that we did actually.
What was that? It was good. I don't know if they re-upped it or not.
It was one.
There's another one that we're missing.
I heard good things about Dark. I've not seen Dark.
Yeah.
I know that's a foreign one as well. That's actually on my list.
Oh my gosh, what is it called? You're just like
here. I'm just going to the
scrolling
Norwegian
through.
parts.
Maybe it's not Norwegian because it's not either of those.
Not
but
Polish.
I can't read it when you're moving fast.
Sorry, I can go back up. I know it's not Japanese or Italian.
No.
Sorry, we're trying to find
Something
this
white.
bomb ass show. Yeah, it's one of those European.
Okay, I can't. Go back.
It's not gonna be in Japanese or Korean.
Yeah,
German,
but you skipped
it's
a
not
whole
German
bunch.
either. I'm looking for like the English speaking countries. So it ain't gonna be French. Sorry. Okay, that's it. So we gotta go down. It's not Mandarin, not Norwegian. It's not one of these. Not Polish. Portuguese. I don't know. Let's not waste too much time on this.
I know, but it's bothering me now that you mentioned it. I forgot about it for a second.
I don't know. It might not even be a Netflix original.
It might not be, but there's another one that I do know.
Into the Nights, The Innocent. Number 3 is Brazil. It was
Innocence?
Might be. It's definitely not Brazil though. It was it's more of a European type of show.
Yes.
It is The Innocents. Is that
Yeah.
It's a Netflix show. The Innocents was actually dope.
Innocence.
I actually like The Innocents. Wow, someone else said no The Innocents.
Thank
I
goodness.
thought we were the only ones that ever watched that show. But
I liked that one a lot.
is there a season 2 of that? Because if there is, we gotta watch that.
I don't know if they've re-upped it or not.
But no, I like that show. It was about a girl with superpowers that a lot of people in these families had superpowers where they would change bodies with people, I guess. It turned into like this road trip story, but I heard a rumor it got canceled. So I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But that one was really good. And
now
there's another one that I really liked.
While you look at that, we're going to talk quickly about the docuseries. I think we definitely got to talk about the docuseries before we head out. Let's see here. I've not watched a lot of docuseries, but of course we do know about the Tiger King. That was one we watched this year. Very entertaining. It's so surprising to watch a bunch of people.
It's canceled, he said.
Okay. So Tiger King, of course, was we've heard the greatest hits. That bitch Carol Baskin and all that shit. I thought the show was funny because these guys are literally committing crimes, talking about killing people, like and stealing and all this stuff. And the whole time watching TV, I'm like, don't you guys know the camera's on you? Like, there's like no filter coming from anybody. We're talking about embezzlement. We're talking about murder. And I just like, yo, it's like a guy just doing coke in front of you and just talking politics right after. Like, yo, I can see you, brother. Like, what? Whatever. Going on. Let's see here. What is a docuseries that you liked?
The one about the 5 boys.
Oh, okay. So that was the Central Park 5.
Yes.
That was a
really good one. The show that I was trying to think of is The End of the Fucking World.
Okay, I've not watched that one, but you did say that was a good one.
Yeah, that one was a pretty fun one where it's like it follows this and Firefest. It follows this.
Let's talk about that after.
This like teenage boy who's kind of, I don't know, like the ways that he like talks and thinks. He's very awkward. They're both awkward, but he's kind of a psychopath a little bit, or at least you think so. And then the girl is also just very like awkward and weird and uncomfortable, and just kind of a bitch all the time. But they end up developing this kind of weird friendship, and just they kind of don't have the.
I think he is a killer. He tried to kill her. Didn't he try to kill that girl before they took off on the trip?
So they did kill somebody for justified reasons.
Okay.
But
I'm cool with justified killings.
It was very justified.
But yeah, he mentioned Firefest, which there's one on Netflix and Hulu. They got 2 different ones.
Yeah.
Netflix is the one that's superior in my opinion. That was a very fucked up situation. I'm hearing that Seth Rogen is actually doing a live action version of that, like they did with the Room movie. What's it called? The Disaster Artist. So I cannot wait to see that. I can't believe Firefest was a thing. Oh my
Crazy.
God. Do not jump on anything that just captures your interest because of a picture. Seriously, do your research.
How was it? How was what? Are you talking about the end of the fucking world, or are you talking about one of like the things he's talking
so if he's talking about Firefest, that's a very good documentary. I would give it 5 out of 5. If he's talking about the end of the fucking world, that'd be your.
I would say 4-ish.
4-ish?
Maybe a little bit over 4.
Okay.
Somewhere in that range.
How many? Only had one season?
No, it had 2.
Oh, it had 2?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it like done or possibly?
I think that they could potentially figure out maybe more, but I think I could see it just being done.
Okay. This was one of my favorite ones that's really slept on. Is Trigger Warning with Killer Mike. It's a docuseries about black people in America, how they can come up. It's more of like a financial business type of suggestions. He does a good example of putting himself in positions where he's buying only black only type of items to see how the economy would work if we invested more in ourselves. Trigger Warning is a very good documentary. Killer Mike's.
That one was cool.
Yeah, Killer Mike is, like, in my opinion, one of the best people to just listen to. Like, he's got knowledge for days.
Yeah, I would say it's worth the watch. I mean, if you liked The Innocents, I feel like it has a lot of similar, like, elements to it. It's about these kids that run away and they're trying to figure their shit out.
She's still talking about the show.
Well, he said something about.
Okay.
He said
just
something
in case someone
about
else is like, "Hey, when did Killer Mike go out killing people?" His name's Killer Mike. But go ahead. It's in the name.
Yeah. I would say it's worth the watch, and I would say it's a pretty quick watch too. So it's not like you're like, "Oh, I wasted my time." Like, you know, I don't know that they're gonna go any further. There was only 2 seasons, so.
Right. I think that's getting to the end of our original series.
The Family,
yeah, that one's a good one. That one calls out, like, the secret societies or, like, the hidden figures behind these political parties when it comes to evangelism and Christianity, that they kind of call the shots. You ever notice, like, sometimes when a president goes to, like, a church, and if the president gets that endorsement from the pastor, he just got the whole church, because a lot of people look at the pastor as this is our direct message to God. So it's interesting how that works, especially with how things are going on right now. It's a good eye opener to seeing what goes on behind.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, those things are connected. Oh.
For sure. There's a lot of evils going on in churches. Yeah. Trust me.
And then
check that one out.
So on there it says The Mind Explained. So, like, on Netflix they have what's just called, I think they just label it as Explained, and then, like, within that then they have different types of things that they talk about. So, like, they'll talk about how the mind works, or, like, they'll talk about sex, and just like all these, like, interesting facts and things about, you know, just your average everyday things.
Okay.
But they just really, like, deep dive into it, and I think they do a really good job at, like, breaking it down and being like, yeah, this is how that works.
Gotcha.
Pretty cool. I like that.
That's dope. I heard good things about Don't Fuck With Cats. It's on my watch later list. I do want to check that one out. I did like Kevin Hart's Don't Fuck This Up. It did. Okay, so it does come from Kevin Hart's perspective on things. So he's obviously going to be the good guy in his story, but there's this part. Okay, so it kind of gives you a timeline of, like, what's going on in his life, and there's this part where he cheats on his wife.
No one forgot that.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, and I'm not calling him a bad person for cheating on his wife, you know, mistakes, whatever. I'm not going to be that guy, but, you know, but his reasoning was so dumb. He said he cheated on his wife because his boys weren't there to keep him accountable.
Yeah, no.
That was the dumbest excuse. And he said it with a straight face, and he said it on his documentary like it was going to justify cheating. I only cheated because my boys didn't have my back and held me accountable. That's why we're a family. You're supposed to hold each other up and uplift each other.
His wife is more forgiving than I would have been.
Anybody would stop this. They would scratch the DJ thing. Go, what did you say, nigga? You cheated on your wife because your friends weren't there to stop you? That obviously means you have zero love for her. He's tripping. Like, I love Kevin Hart. His stand-ups are amazing. He's a funny actor. He's a very positive, go-lucky guy. But that was one of the dumbest excuses, bruh. I've heard some whoppers in my day. Kevin, you're a very creative mind.
It's almost as bad as Shaggy's. It wasn't me.
It really was. He would have been better saying it wasn't me. I really think he would have been better just saying I didn't do it. Like, cause they got him on camera and stuff like that. He might as well just said, nah, that's another midget black guy. That would have made more sense than him saying, I only did it because my boys weren't there to stop me. Like, god dang. Okay, of course we said Tiger King. And I think, okay.
Jeffrey Epstein.
So I've not watched that. You watched that, right?
I did.
Did you like that?
Yeah. It was just kind of like, I mean, it was interesting because they were like, oh yeah, like, at least at first, no one really knew who Jeffrey Epstein was.
Yeah,
you just kind of heard his name, and they were like, at first they were like, who is that guy? And then slowly he just became more intertwined with all these important people, and then they kind of started paying more attention to him, And then they started just kind of, there was a reporter that started putting things together towards the end before he ended up dying. Started putting things together and was kind of like, oh, this doesn't seem right. There's, kind of this stuff going on.
Right.
And no one really paid attention to it, and then he died. And she was kind of like, yeah, well, I told you. So it was pretty interesting to watch. Yeah.
For sure. I had to check that one out because, that's definitely been a trending topic all year about that case. And here's one, I think this is the last one we're going to talk about was, damn, I just had it. Sorry. The Floor is Lava.
Oh.
That's a good show. It's a game show.
Yeah, it's a game show.
And I think we would do good on it.
Yeah.
I think we should do the Floor is Lava.
He wants to sign us up when they do the next season.
I do want to sign this up. I think that might be it. Floor is Lava was a reality show. I don't watch. Oh, we do. There was one. We don't watch a lot of reality TV. I'm not a big fan of reality TV, but there was a show with T.I., Chance the Rapper, and Cardi B where they were doing a reality show where they were hosting, trying to find the next best rapper. It was like, of course, American Idol for rappers, and that was called...
That one was super cool. Rhythm and Flow.
Rhythm and Flow. I definitely recommend Rhythm and Flow. Yeah, if you're a fan of hip-hop, Rhythm and Flow.
And I think they're going to do more.
They should.
So
they'd be stupid not to.
They would be stupid not to. It was really good. I genuinely enjoyed it, and you were able to learn more about these smaller people that you didn't know about, and you're like, oh, they're actually pretty dope. And now you're following them, or at least I do. I follow some of them that I thought were dope.
Yeah, no, I followed D Nice. D Nice is he's great value Kendrick Lamar, but he's dope. He's dope. Who's the girl with the high hair?
I can't remember her name at the moment, but I listen to her song all the time.
I can't change. She's dope. Yeah, they're all dope. I like that show, and I definitely think I got some friends that would do well in that show. But yeah, other than that, I think that might be it. We don't watch any talk shows. That might be it for the Netflix shows. I'll say it again. My favorites are Stranger Things, Umbrella Academy, and of course Black Mirror. When it comes to the TV shows, when it comes to the movies. I'd have to dig deep in there, but the one that's popping up most might be Gerald's Game is one of my favorites. What's your favorite Netflix original content?
I would say the shows are probably about the same, although Atypical has to be in there because I love that show a lot. Movies-wise, my favorite, In the Shadow of the Moon, I really liked that one a lot.
Perfection might be up there for me, too.
Perfection is really, really good. Yeah, I'd probably say those. And, I mean, I'm not going to sit there and watch Extremely Wicked, Shockingly Evil, and Vile a million times because I don't want to necessarily watch the same, Ted Bundy all day.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
It was an amazing movie.
I might fall in love with his sweet charm, man,
Someone did, so.
A lot of them did.
But yeah, no, that one was...
Man, but shout out to Netflix.
Movie.
And I think we might try to do Hulu. We don't watch a lot of Hulu or Amazon Prime, so we might just collaborate those together.
And HBO, because it's so
Max.
new.
Yeah, so we might just do all those together. Netflix has just been doing it longer and has a lot more original content. Yeah. As opposed to these other ones, they don't have as much original stuff. They just stream the shows. Mm-hmm. So we might just, next week, just cram all those into one.
Oh, did you talk about You?
Okay, so starting season 1 was season 2 was though, but season 1 did not start on Netflix, but I think Netflix did adapt it after.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
So I guess we can count You.
I guess
we can. So You was kind of like Black Mirror.
Was pretty good.
Where I liked You Slasher too. Remember we watched Slasher? Season 1 was dope.
Yeah, I couldn't get into season 2. I don't know anything about the third one.
But nah, let's talk about You real quick. You is a very good show. It's one of those shows where you're like, yo. Okay, so Black Mirror.
If you like You, then watch The Strange.
Strange?
Okay.
What is that on? Is that on Netflix? I've not heard of that one. I liked You a lot.
You started out on Lifetime. That sounds about right.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
You is too big for Lifetime. I'm glad it's off of that trash ass Netflix. It's better. It's too big for that.
The Stranger.
So season 2 started on Netflix. Season 1, like you said, but I liked it. It got you rooting for a stalker.
We watched it.
It got you rooting for a stalker and a serial killer. Like he just needs some help. He is still a trash person.
Is that the girl from? That's the villain from
Ant-Man 2.
Ant-Man 2.
Yeah. Very pretty chick.
She is pretty.
Yeah.
You didn't have to whisper. I agree with you.
She is though. But you're prettier.
Like I couldn't hear you.
But yeah, these are a list of the ones that...
He said nobody watches a lot of shows on Hulu. Well, also, we looked it up, and there's really not that much original content from Hulu either.
We watched Dave and we watched Always Sunny, but that's not Hulu originals. I liked the movie that just came out, Palm Springs. I thought that was really good. That's one of their originals. They got like 5 original movies. They don't really have a lot of original movies. Of course, when we talk about Amazon, we're gonna definitely talk about The Boys. They have
more original like shows.
Oh yeah, The Man in High Castle's a good one too.
Really good. And what was the one about all the women? Shit. The rich women. That had Nicole Kidman and Reese Witherspoon.
I think that's an HBO show.
Is it HBO?
Yeah, but I know
no,
you're talking
not.
about.
Maybe you did.
I downloaded those, remember?
Yeah, but
I mean, I didn't download those.
That's why I paused.
Government person that's watching. I paid my money. I know my rats. Okay.
That one was a good HBO show.
Yeah, but that one's gonna be on HBO Max.
Yeah.
But we could possibly talk about that. And of course, E4. We'll talk about those later. We're not gonna get into any of the comedies, but I definitely recommend all the Dave Chappelle's, all the Bill Burr's, all the
Tom
Segura's, all the Louis C.K. He's canceled, but he's still funny as shit.
Neil Brennan.
John
Mulaney.
Neil Brennan has one called 3 Mics. It's a different type of stand-up. I've never seen anything like it, and I thought it was really good. John Mulaney, like she said.
I love John Mulaney.
So yeah, if you like stand-up comedy, check all those out.
There's some pretty good people out there.
Chris Rock has a couple on there as well. But yeah, I think this is where we're gonna end the live stream tonight. Thank you for all you guys that watched. Shout out to Nate. Shout out to Reggie. Shout out to Jeremy. Shout out to Alex. Shout out to the 2 people that came through as well. Everyone watching right now. Much love, peace, and chicken grease. I got some more content coming, you guys. It was a slow week because we had a lot going on, but I have actual videos coming. But we're gonna do these live streams every Tuesday. But yeah, thank you for coming on again, Boo. I know you had a lot of work to do, but thank you for having this discussion. Your eyes got really bright when I said Netflix stuff because you like this stuff
I can
on
talk
there.
about it.
She can do this all day.